Hey everyone, this is Razor from razorsedgegames.org, and the reason I'm looking at Computer Tycoon, I've done a lot of videos because Andris is a friend of mine, and he actually has, it's actually to prove a point. A couple things. One, it's his birthday. Happy birthday. And the second is, it takes time to develop indie games. A lot of time, especially if you're a single developer on one. So I met Andris about the time probably midway through development of Kingdoms with Kaifi. And both of them I've met through NDDB. And as you'll notice, there's a wall of gratitude. So these are all the people that help contribute in one way or another through advertisements, promotions, or just support. And yeah, that's me. I should call it my wall of shame. But thanks, Andris, I appreciate it. So what I wanted to show you is all the improvements, enhancements, things that were just really people complained about, and just how polished the game is. And his birthday wish is to get a review. If anyone hasn't done a review yet, make a nice birthday gesture and go review his game. I would appreciate it. So anyway, a lot of things have been added. First, a nice description of the developer and a lot of help screens, as you can see here. A lot about how to play this game. Because it's turned into a pretty complex. It's always been actually a pretty complex. Complex? Is that a word? I don't know. Complex. Anyway, I've already started my game. Couple things to point out. Now, you don't need to build any buildings to do anything to start your first computer. And we've got one out there. We haven't sold a single unit. I've got it. I even dropped the price. I'm not sure what I've got to do to in the market area. I haven't increased market areas. But one thing you'll notice is that a lot of the overlapping menus, archiving, things like that have really been polished and cleaned up. As you can see, the boxes now don't start stacking up. They actually replace each other. Kind of nice, huh? So all the chat, the statistics are in there for your budget, sales, customers. I mean, my God, this game is so complex. It's just, for a computer simulation to honor Steve Jobs, this was really a well done project. Maybe wasn't the best rollout in world history, but it is definitely turned into a great simulator, and I still enjoy it. So I'm playing with all the competitors. They're all loaded up. I built my first prototype. I actually built a research center, so we can go into the research tab. And right now it's paused, so let me go ahead and unpause it. And I will start researching here. We can refresh that. See here. Was it finished yet? Might have still been building. Well, it helps when you click on the right tab. So I am researching. I built my first prototype, but I think I'm going to need, if you look at the region you're in, so if you go to the world map and I look at Peru in my market area, you can see the preferences and they're all color coded. So here's this is actually what motivates people to buy computers. So the wealth for that country, if in Peru, is poor, so they can't afford them. And their preference, and you can see the market shares too, they've actually He's added new menus in here too, which are really cool. There's the key right there. So they like features, not too much on performance, but they want quality. And I think that's where I failed. So when I went into the computer, as you'll see, the parts that I used, I didn't really put a lot of quality into them. So I got two options here. I can change the price until they actually start selling. I could build a market and start a campaign. I don't want to do that. So my cost is right there, $734 per unit. But even at 1,000, I'm still making a profit, but not a good one, and definitely not enough to cover my cash flow. But we'll keep an eye on that. But while we're doing that, let's go ahead and let's start another unit, because I'm still waiting on R&D, research and development, to finish. But let's actually put some quality. So I can either archive that or add another one. So let's create another one. And let's create a dim. And let's see if we can't... You can see how we can do performance and slide all these around. We can put in some passive cooling. Now remember, all these costs, everything has a cost associated with it. But finding performance, I think we're doing pretty good there. Alright, so let's go ahead and create that, and let's call that 2. Let's say, hey, that'll work, my memory. So we've got my memory, and then we've got that memory 01, and as soon as, if we don't sell any computers, we're gonna just archive that. And that was another feature that was added in a much earlier patch, where you can actually put things away that you don't need anymore. So let's go ahead and let's add that to our computer, and it'll automatically put it in the correct spot. Go to our CPU. We're gonna make a new one. So we got the 440. See if we can't do some turbo cool. So we got performance there. And passive cooling. VSI. Let's see. It's about the best we can do. So let's click on that. Now we got my CPU. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and save that bad boy. What else we need? Removable media, we don't really have any. I think I know what I did. So you've got this little thing over here for accessories, and I put a printer in there, and I think I should have thrown that out. So this unit is not going to have a printer. We don't have these researched yet. We're working on them. We do have a power supply. So let's go ahead and build a new one. Put the converter in there, and let's see what we can do to... That's about it. I don't think we can do a whole lot of... Another thing is you can actually show outdated technology, so if you've researched something better. So let's go ahead and rename that. Let's create it. And let's add that to the computer. Go to our motherboard. Let's make a new one. Okay, we got the DIMM. Let's go ahead and let's... we're going for quality. They love quality. Passive cooling. That's going to bring our quality down. No, actually minus 37. That's good. Okay, features. PSI. Yeah, big change. Alright, let's click that. We should have my Mobo. Yeah, we do. Then go ahead and add that to the computer. Storage, we've got the... get out of there. I want a new one. The Winchester technology. And that's really all we can do there. Change performance. We actually could do a little more. Go ahead and rename that. Create that. And let's add that to the computer. Display, we actually do have one. So let's make a new one. Because we can actually make that better. It's all blinking lights, so put some prestige in there. Not a whole lot more we can do there, so let's go ahead and rename that. My display. Let's create it. We're going to add it to the computer. And we need an operating system. And right now we've got opcode. Create a new one. Let's put more features in opcode and a lot more ease of use. And we'll go ahead and rename that iOS. Should be my iOS, but anyway. Go ahead and create that. Actually, select it. Right, create. Let's add it to the computer. And I believe that's everything there. So there's our operating cost. And there's our recommended price. Let's set this at... We're going to have to go... Let's try 2,500. Let's see if we can get 2,500 per unit. And then we're going to save that design. And you can actually click over here. I can rename that. Let's call it test 1. Okay. And we need to...
Your new computer model went into the testing phase.
We got to test it. So while that's doing that, let's check on our other computer. Let's see if it's actually even sold a single unit. It has not. So let's just archive that thing. We're wasting our money. So as you notice now, that shows up as archived. If I uncheck archived, it no longer shows up on my board. We can go back in here, and we're just basically waiting for our prototype here to get tested. And when that's finished, we'll let's see if we can take a look at some other things. But we really can't do anything with marketing. Marketing and research is great for running campaigns if you get gaming computers later on. Factories are actually when you start building computers, and we actually might need a factory to build this computer based on what we have going into it. This right now is our base of operations. You can build an office. Recreation just more or less to keep the productivity up and higher, especially when you start with multiple computers, multiple prototypes in multiple regions. And that's another good thing to take a look at. Let's look at the world map. There's all our competitors. It's all by color code, so we can actually click on each one and click on the wealth, see how we compare. We're not even on the board. It looks like they're... Who is that? That's one thing I'd like to see their picture. There's the diplomatic population, wealth of each country. Everything's based on prestige points, LP, logistic points when you're buying.
Your new computer model is polished.
That's what I wanted to hear. All right, so let's go into the computer. We've polished now. Let's go ahead and let's send it to the market. See if we sell any. Really? Not a one? I didn't say I was great at this. Ease of use, that's pretty high. I would think that they would sell. We'll come back. We'll check on that later. There's quality. I like the actual statistics. We can track our budget. As you can see, we are in the red. Not bad though. That spending isn't too bad. We can actually build some research. These are your sales. Not doing too hot. Here's our customers. Obviously, that's going to be a pretty small market area because we haven't got any offices set up. You have to purchase them. And we can actually do that. How many points do we have? We have 1. Let's get one more.
You don't have enough logistic power.
Oh, that's right. Logistic power. So we need some LP. Still haven't sold any. What'd we do wrong? Alright, so let's clean house here. Let's get rid of this. Archive that. Archive that. Kind of clean things up. And we actually just researched a new technology. I don't know which one it was. I forget what I started with. Archive all this stuff. Bit of it. Alright. I've got a new technology. What did I unlock? Removable media. Okay. So we can either... We should have a template. Let's go to my computers. And I think I can copy that design. As you can see, there's a copy. Not that. Removable media. Might have to build another one. Oh, I'm still in test 1. Need to build another one. Home computer. Now I should be able to... I don't remember how to... I know there's a way. Pull out all of your... I wonder why it's not showing up. Okay, so I built another unit, test 2, and this time I've got the removable media. The reason it wasn't showing up is because I hadn't built it. I had to assemble it. Now there's my production cost.
Your new computer model is polished.
Well, thank you. And there's what I'm going to try to sell it at. Let's market that. And if this doesn't work, I think I'm just going to go with the dumbest computer. And this is for a good reason, and I'll show you why. We'll just do it. We're going to do a test 3. And I'll show you something. Oops, we got a 2. We need a 3. Alright. So we're just going to go with the bare minimums. We're going to make a new one. And we're just going to add nothing. Oh, it made it the same name. We can't have that. Archive that. No. Dim my memory 2 or 1. Otherwise we're gonna get really confused. Alright, so everything's gonna be a 1. Let's add that to the computer. Everything in red you have to have. Let's build a new CPU. Nothing on it. Just flat out boring 1. Create that. Let's add it to the computer. Gotta have a power supply. Nope. New. AC converter. Create. I did the same dang on thing. It's alright, I know it's that one. Motherboard. No. Bare minimum. Call it 1. Alright. Create. Add the computer. An OS. New. Put that in there. Let's create that. Let's add it to the computer. We got just the minimum. $400. That's all it cost us. We're gonna sell it for Try 7-Eleven. Okay. Alright. Let's, we're not gonna save the
Your
design.
new computer model went into the testing phase.
Alright, so while that's testing, go take a look at the other prototypes. Yeah, we're not selling. I just think they're too advanced. You can see the dates, the quality. But what's the ease of use? See, that's 2. Features, performance. But I think this is going to be the magic. And we can start building some profit. Because really, to get going, you got to get some money. And I'm still researching. What's it on now? Almost got keyboards researched. And that'll give us prestige. About ready here. Come on. Alright, took a minute, but let's see what happens. Come on, sell me a computer. No, that one's not working for us. Archive that one. Archive that one. Still not selling. Drop our price. 100. Spend a little money here up front. Let's upgrade marketing campaign. I wonder if it's because I don't have a factory. I don't know. I've never not had a factory. I just need to put one in. Let's upgrade that. As you can see, our overhead is going to shoot through the roof. Speed up time.
Your building upgrade has completed.
Go to full view.
Your
No, I
building
didn't.
upgrade has completed.
I'll slow that back down. Look at that. I don't think we were building. Now we're cranking out units like crazy. Hot cakes. Holy cow. So we'll let this thing go and we'll start making some profit and regain some of that capital. I'm going to go for some research and development. We'll start building some bigger and bigger supercomputers, some gaming machines. We can gotta check research once in a while because new technology does come available. I try to keep things sorted by research, your RP costs. So let's add that one. And you can move them in your order. So we're gonna put that up here. I want that chip. How's that keyboard coming? Okay. I can always research the research laboratory to level 2. That increases performance. Uh-oh. Our cash flow just halted. They stopped buying? No! 4, 6, there they go. The more competitors you have, the tougher it gets too, because they undercut you. It's a vicious market. Kind of like development. It's a vicious game development market. So this is just really, and this isn't earth-shattering. This isn't how to be a pro computer tycoon player. This is basically just a coverage for a good friend of mine, and I'm asking you for, as a favor to me, as a favor to him, if you haven't left a review for the game, please do so. You can see that there's been improvements. A lot of the menus, the mechanics of this game have changed, have improved. I just think people haven't paid attention, and that's a real problem with a lot of indie games, is that they give it a glance and uninstall it and then never look back. And it's a real shame. So if you haven't already, go back, check this out, give it another try. Tell me what you think. I would really appreciate it, and so would Andris. And happy birthday, Andris. Means a lot to me to have good friends like you, of making friends like this, helping indie developers. Also, if you're a media coverage provider and you haven't been to my website and you want to be on my website, you got to send me your playlist and your channel info. I will add you to the page. It's free. If you don't know what a SEO score is and you don't have a web page, take advantage of a free one. It advertises. They'll find your channel on Google. Same thing with developers. Right now, I've over 400 or 500 titles on there, and 7 channels. What's wrong with that? It's upside down. So I want to get more of you guys involved in covering indie developers, because they really need the coverage. And anyway, that's it for the video. I appreciate your watch. If you made it all the way through, thank you. If you liked the video, hit subscribe. I do a lot of first look and indie. When developers upgrade, I do upgrade coverage right along with them, and always on top of the indie scene. If you haven't seen Twitter, you know I'm a tweet head. So anyway, a lot of ums there. I wouldn't pass a Toastmaster speech right now. So. You guys, thanks for watching again, and take care, and until next time, I'll see you when I see you. And again, happy birthday, Andris. Enjoy your weekend. Take care, buddy.